hey, I don't really do this type of content where I just talk about myself and my life, and I figured I'd test it out and see if it's something that you guys would be interested in. And today's video is going to be how I learned how to play drums, and it all started with video games. So I have loved music my entire life since I was an infant. There is a video of my mom saying, "Do you want to play drums?" When I was a little infant, I was just jumping around. It's been a very musical household. My mom plays guitar, and this is her drum set. So we've been a very musical family, but I didn't want to play music until. So besides music, for a very long time of my life, since I was a child, I loved video games. My first console was a GameCube. First game was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Mario Kart Double Dash, played Bob the Builder games on PC. So when I was about in middle school, I believe, or elementary school, Guitar Hero and Rock Band were exploding. And it came to a point where Beatles Rockband became a thing. And I grew up loving the Beatles. I mean, I was still growing up at this point. And I was like, oh my God, my two favorite things, the Beatles and video games. This is gonna blow my brain. So after having that 3 or 4 panel drum set for the video game, I was like, okay, hold on. I'm falling in love with drums. This is so much fun. Let me see what I can do here. So I took, I believe, 1 or 2 lessons, and the dude was telling me that I was holding my stick wrong. I hold my sticks just like a piece of meat, I'm not technical at all. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. But I was playing everything he told me to play perfectly, the exact way he wanted me to, but he said I was holding my drumstick wrong, holding my drumstick wrong. I'm like, get out of here. We're not doing that. So at that point, after 2 lessons, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to teach myself. So there was a setting on Beatles Rockband called no fail mode. So you could play the game, you can run the tracks with all the little things that you have to hit, the notes on the drums, but usually when you play, you fail and you have to restart. But no fail mode on is you can miss as many notes, they'll still keep coming, and you could just finish the song without playing anything. So I had my drums in front of the TV, I had the controller for the drums right next to me, and I had these long wired headphones that I'd plug into the TV, and I would play my drums, real drums, as if I was playing Beatles Rock Band. So almost always yellow was the hi-hat. So it was yellow, 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 red, red is the snare drum. So hit the snare. The line, obviously, is the kick. And then blue and green, sometimes yellow, but mainly just blue and green were the toms. So that's why I have 1 here and 1 here, because I didn't want to confuse myself and have too many. So I had the line on the kick, I had yellow on the hi-hat, red snare, green, blue. And then cymbals were kind of just wherever. So I just started playing every single Beatles song on Beatles Rock Band, learning them on the real drums. And that taught me not only rhythm, not only how to keep a beat and learn different fills, but it also helped me learn by ear, because I could then just be like, well, I have these, I don't really need to look at the songs anymore because I'm learning all these beats. So after I played Beatles Rock Band over and over and over again, I had an old iPod back in the day that I just loaded up with songs off of iTunes, like Nirvana, System of a Down, Foo Fighters, Beatles, White Stripes, all that kind of stuff. And I would just listen and play along to them hours and hours and hours every single day, pretty much. And here we are now. I still, almost every day after work, I come to this unit and I practice by putting these headphones on and playing along to a really big playlist that I have on Spotify. So I still keep that same idea up even to this day. That's how I learn new songs. I've always wanted to get a TV in here, but it's a storage unit, so can't really do that. There's some new rock bands that I want to try out and see if I still got it. But yeah, that's the very quick story on how I learned how to play drums. I owe it all to Beatles Rockband. Also, obviously, for my mom not getting rid of her drum set for whatever reason. So, moral of the story, play video games. And play lots of them. But yeah, let me know if you like this kind of content. I've got lots of stories, lots of different things I can talk about, so hope you liked it.